Are you in contact with children who display poor self-care? Then this video is for you. The behaviour which we will look at today is children who really have poor self-care. And last week we briefly said that this can sometimes arise when the young child did not get the opportunity to really learn to take responsibility for their needs, whether it be their emotional needs or their behaviour needs. And so will often think of themselves second and others first. And through that, they sometimes find themselves in difficult situations. I really see this coming out through children who usually say, I don't care. So that young child who finds himself in a difficult situation or is in a poor friendship group, and we're really puzzled about why they're making such poor decisions or why they find themselves in such negative places. This is normally the type of child which may have some difficulties within this area. So some of the affirmations which I would use would be your needs, emotions and behaviors have value and you can know who you are and practice skills for independence. So one of my tips which I would use with this behavior would be to somehow create a vision board or all about me profiles with the young person. We're really wanting the young person to begin to really think about where they want to be, whether it be in 5 years, 10 years, so on and so forth. And from that, we want them to start making connections with what they're doing now. And through making those connections, we really want them to start exploring different ways that they may be able to respond to different situations or different choices that they might be able to make in light of the future which they really want. So for instance, if someone wants to become a footballer but they find themselves in really difficult crowds of people who aren't about that life, this could be a good way for them to start evaluating, should I be doing what I'm doing? Maybe I need to take responsibility for my feelings and my emotions right now because the crowds which I find myself in are not conducive for where I really want to be. And really simply, some of the questions that you might ask a child within the All About Me profile or the vision board could simply just be, what are some of their interests or what sort of person do they want to be in the future? And again, the main focus of everything is to really bring to light the future and for the child to really start thinking about themselves. And once they're able to start thinking about themselves and their needs, that may spark the opportunity for them to start adjusting and for them to start really taking care of their self and their relationships. So the last strategy which I would use would be using journaling or checking in sessions with the child. And the main point of doing the journaling and the checking in sessions is to really bring things into the child's awareness. So one way in which I would use it would be if there's an incident, I may ask the child to really write down, maybe privately, what happened, their thoughts, their emotions about the incident. And for them to, as we said previously, to start making those connections on whether this type of behavior has produced the goals in which they wanted it to produce. And if not, I might then start talking to the young person about different tools that they could use to produce the end results which they're really looking for in life. And then lastly, for me, the aims of these two strategies is just simply allowing the child to become aware of their desires, wants, and their emotions. And really from that place of awareness, they're then able to start taking responsibility in light of the future in which they have chosen and in which they really want. So again, it's really just about empowerment and really letting them know that they can actually take a hold of their future and they have investment and they are the most potent person that can navigate the future which they really want. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. And next week, we will be having a look at young people who find it difficult to complete tasks independently. And as always, we're going to have some really good strategies which anyone can use. So guys, if you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share, and as always, I will see you next week.